Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we'll be doing the detailed review of the Micromax Canvas Fire 4. So this device was announced a couple of weeks back, and this is yet another smartphone in the budget category and also another device in the Fire series. So Fire series have dual front speakers, that's a specialty of the device. So this is the Canvas Fire 4 A107. And this device comes with a 4.5-inch FWVGA display. It's powered by 1.3 GHz quad-core MediaTek chipset and comes with 1 GB RAM. There's 8 GB internal storage available on the device, and this is first smartphone from Micromax which runs on Android Lollipop 5.0 out of the box. And it also has a 2200 mAh battery. There is 8 megapixel rear camera and a front 2 megapixel camera. So that is the spec aspect of this device. Now let's get started into the detailed review. So first step, let's analyze the design and build quality of this device. So design wise, you can see here there isn't anything new offered in this device, but it does have pretty decent build quality, and it's pretty decently good looking phone as well. So you can see here the rear panel has a metallic kind of finish, but even though it's not a glossy, it does give a pretty good feel. And you can see there is a chrome finish around the camera and also the dual LED flash. You can see the buttons have chrome finishing, and the overall look and feel of the rear panel looks good. You can see there are two silver lines running on top and bottom of the rear panel, and the specialty of this device is that it comes with a Micromax logo which is backlit. So this means whenever you are charging the device, this light will glow up, and also whenever there is a new notification on this device, this glows up. So that's one good thing about this device. So all in all, the build quality of the device is pretty good. So you can see here there is micro USB charging slot and the 3.5mm audio jack on the top, and dual front speakers, one located on the top and another one at the bottom, and the 3 capacitive touch buttons. They are not backlit, and there is also 2 megapixel front camera on the device. So the 4.5-inch display has a resolution of 480 by 854, that's FWVGA, pretty low resolution considering the competition. So that was the design and build quality. So overall, it's a pretty decent looking device with pretty decent build quality as well. Now talking about the display, this device has a 4.5-inch FWVGA display with a resolution, as we said before, it's 480 by 854 pixels. When you compare with the competition, a lot of devices are being offered in this price point with HD display, just like the Lenovo A6000, the Redmi 2, and quite a lot of devices from Lava as well. So the display is one of the biggest disappointments of this device and will not be able to compete with the Redmi 2 or even the Lenovo A6000 because both offer HD display. The touch response on the display is pretty good. So you can see here there is no issue with the touch response, and there is protection like the Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is pretty good because even though the display resolution is pretty low, the only good thing about the display is the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection on top of this, and that's pretty good because that will prevent minor scratches happening on the device. And you can see the viewing angles are pretty decent, although not the best. So all in all, the display is not the biggest strength of the device, and we would have at least expected a QHD or an HD display in this price point because a lot of devices are being offered in this price point with HD displays. Now moving on to the software and performance. So this device, as I said before, runs Android 5.0 Lollipop, and it's the first device which runs Lollipop out of the box from Micromax. So you can see here this is the notification center, the beautiful new notification center in Android Lollipop, and the UI is mostly stock Android. There is very little customization from Micromax, but so there are quite a lot of apps included by Micromax in this device, like the Clean Master. Then you have the Micromax Games, Micromax Live, there is Paytm, News Hunt, News and Weather, there is Skype, Snapdeal, and a lot of other apps included. Not all apps might be useful for all people, but still this does take up a lot of storage. So that's not really the best we would have expected on a budget smartphone with just 8 GB internal storage, and this device has around 4.5 GB internal storage available. And good thing is that you can install apps directly onto the SD card, and you can expand the storage via the SD card available on this device. So here you can see that you can set the default write disk as phone storage. If you insert the SD card, you can it does support SD card, and you can expand the storage and make the default write disk as SD card. So now talking about the performance, overall performance, we're pretty happy with the performance offered on this device with the quad-core processor, and it's pretty snappy as well. There is no lag even when multitasking and you can quickly switch between apps as well. So overall the performance looks pretty decent, there is no lag, and it has the latest Android 5.0 Lollipop, so those things are pretty good on this device. But the gaming experience on this device is not that great. The most important aspect with respect to the gaming performance is the poor display. It's a low resolution display and the graphic quality is not really great. So but then this device can install and perform most of the games, but the real issue is the graphic quality, which is way too low with the low resolution display. So that was the gaming performance. Now talking about the call quality, the device doesn't have any issues with the call performance, and it was pretty good. The speaker quality, again as I said, this has dual firing speakers. There is speaker on the top as well as bottom, and the quality of the speakers is pretty good. So that was the software and performance aspect. So all in all, we were pretty happy with the overall performance and the latest software being offered on this device. So in case you are looking for a device with Android Lollipop out of the box, this device is pretty good, and it is priced ₹6,999. Now talking about the camera, this device comes with a 8 megapixel rear camera as I said before, and there is a dual LED flash on this device, and there is a front facing 2 megapixel camera for selfies and video calls. So we already done the camera performance review of this device, and the camera interface, as we said before, it's a typical interface we find on any MediaTek powered device. We have a couple of options on the left side, the camera and the video option on the right side. There is pretty good amount of features including HDR panorama, full HD video recording, and face beauty mode and stuff like that. So overall it's a feature rich interface, and you can control a lot of aspects about the camera. But the camera performance was not that great, although the 8 megapixel camera was able to capture pretty decent photos, but the color reproduction was way too low, and a lot of photos looked dull and washed out. And the low light performance was not really the best we have seen in a budget smartphone. So those things are not really that great, but overall this is a pretty decent 8 megapixel camera, and it has dual LED flash. So in case you are shooting in low light conditions, you can always use the dual LED flash. So that was the camera aspect. Apart from that, it also can record videos in 1080p, and the video quality was not really the best. There was a lot of blurry nature, and it was noisy as well. As video was not really that good in terms of the overall clarity, but then it does support 1080p recording. So that was the camera aspect. Now moving on to the battery, the device sports a 2200 milliampere battery, and the battery performance was pretty decent on this device. So with average usage, you could get 1 day of battery performance with this device, and you can also, and there is also intelligent power saving mode, so you can save battery by switching off on the this power saving mode. So all in all, if you're an average user with calls, browsing, social networking, and quite a lot of other stuff, you can get 1 day of usage easily, and the battery performance was pretty decent because it has a 2200 milliampere battery, and with the Android Lollipop software, it's pretty decent performance. So all in all, this device is priced ₹6,999, and does come with pretty good options like the Android Lollipop out of the box. This has a pretty decent design. It has a dual LED flash, 8 megapixel camera, but the downside of this device is that poor resolution display. It's very low resolution display, and the gaming performance was not good, and the camera performance was just average. So if you're looking for a device with Android Lollipop out of the box and pretty good music performance like the dual front facing speakers, one on the top and one on the bottom, so this device makes a lot of sense to buy at $6,999. In case you're very particular about the camera, we would recommend the Redmi 2, which has a 8 megapixel camera, which is better in terms of the camera performance than the Micromax Canvas Fire 4. And it also has an HD display. So that was the detailed review of the Micromax Canvas Fire 4. Overall, it's a pretty decent device in this price point with Android Lollipop and pretty decent performance as well. So that's all guys, hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.